What's up, guys? It is Maxwell. Pleased to welcome you to the next War Wales recap on the channel. Today, we've got quite an epic war. We have got the recap, of course, between, that's my treasury, between War Wales and the GML Allstars. 50 versus 50 war, and as you can see, a very sweet victory for us. And I'm gonna start this one off with a couple of shout outs, guys. There's actually gonna be quite a few today, so hope you don't mind, but there was quite a few people involved in this one that definitely need to be recognized. So yeah, first off, we've got Joe and Zika from the GML who set up this war with me, so thank you to you guys. Shout out, of course, to the entire German Midweek League who I have been YouTubing and streaming for. So awesome to match the All-Stars of the Heavy League. Been a lot of fun for sure. Breakdown for this war was 7, 19 and then 24 nines, so quite a heavy breakdown, of course, in a 50 versus 50 war. It's been pretty cool. 138, 133, War Wales winning by 5, so we are definitely very pleased with the result, of course. And we had a couple of guests over whom I invited and who followed my invitation, so I don't want to fail to shout out those guys either. So we are going to get into that, but first let me update my war match real quick as the war just ended, guys. This recap pretty much right after war ended for you. So our lineup, I ended up playing 2 Town 11, so did Red 5, and then we have got Me's the Best from Spartan's Legacy hanging out. We've got, of course, a bunch of people from Mariana Trench. I'm not going to shout out all of those, but we had Hammer here with 2 accounts. York brought another 10. We have got Richard from J-Off who was hanging out with us. Very cool. Groovy Tony, also from Spartan's Legacy, of course. We had, let's see, who else? Mutke, also from Spartan's Legacy. So you kind of can see a trend here. A lot of SL guys. Of course, I'm also over in SL. So yeah, pretty cool that I could motivate a couple of those to hang out with us in Wales and do a nice war. So let's get into the war, guys. That is going to do it for the shout outs for today. How did this one go down? So 10v10 count, we had 4 10v10 triples. They had 3, so 1 more for us. We had 1 11 versus 11 triple, as you can see right here on number 5. We're going to get into that. They went 0 for 2 for 11 versus 11 attempts. As you can see, left one of our bases 1 start. I was actually 2 start by an 11. We left 2 11s 1 start, so we didn't do too well 10v11, but also we did not quite have so many 10v11 hitters in. We kind of had more 10v10 hitters in to make it more fun, actually. We went 1 out of 3 11v11, so that is that. 9v9, we actually smashed it on the 9s. Back to old War Wales times, we cleared 9s in I think like 3 hours or something with 75% hit rate, so the 24 9s cleared with 32 attacks. On the other hand, GML only took out 22 9s with 9s, so 50% 9v9 hit rate and 2 dips on the 9s for them. Our dips went perfect, 11 out of 11 successful dips for War Wales, 7 out of 12 for GML, so yeah, 5 dip fails for them, 0 for us. And then 10v11, we ended up doing 14 10v11 attempts and 2 start 3 of them, and they ended up doing 21 10v11 attempts and 2 start 5. Okay, it's been a lot of talk, 4 minutes. Jesus, guys, I feel bad already. I'm gonna put the timestamp in the video if I don't forget. Here, the gameplay starts at 4 minutes because I kind of feel bad about that, but also I feel like I do have to honor those people. So for those of you that will want to say, quit the talking, start the video in the comments, that's okay. I can definitely see that. But yeah, I also want to commentate over the attacks. So let's start right off. We actually don't have so many replays, guys, because as you probably know, the war was right in the middle, or the update was right in the middle of war. So we had the maintenance break that wiped all the 9v9 attacks, and it actually also wiped 3 out of 4 10v10 triples, which is unfortunate, but we're still gonna have 5 attacks to look at today, guys, so it's gonna be pretty cool still, although it is a very short recap, but that's okay. So first off, we have got me actually coming in for a 10 versus 11 2-star here on base number 3. Started things off with sniping some buildings and then some hasted loons. Had to use the queen ability there because she was taking so much damage. Although she was in a rage spell, that town hall 11-point defense is just so tough. And yeah, Clan Castle coming out here. Well-placed poison spell is going to be able to deal with both witches, which is very important. Queen took out the baby dragon. Used the wizard there just for some extra damage. Didn't really need it on a different location. And yeah, then the goal is of course to help out Queen here. Queen pretty much setting up one half of the funnel. Then a golem to tank. And some bowlers from the Clan Castle to do some damage and clear out this side of the base over here. To of course create the path for the Valkyries straight towards the core. One more baby dragon coming in, helping out with the funneling here. On the bottom side, the Tesla thankfully did not have a black bomb or anything there. I actually didn't know because this was a fresh hit. Then my kill squad cleared out just enough. The Queen actually ended up taking out the Eagle Artillery, and I was able to nicely target the Valkyries onto the Town Hall compartment. Also a nice bowler there triggered a giant bomb. And yeah, no doubt this Town Hall was going to go down here. We're going to speed through the rest. Didn't really have a use for the minion, but 60% 2-star fresh hit, that definitely felt good. Then we have got the 11 versus 11 triple, also by me actually. Big shout out to Richard, my favorite 11v11 planning buddy. We've spent quite a lot of time on voice again today. I feel like, I don't know, maybe his girlfriend is getting a bit jealous. I don't know. I'm going to have to ask him. But yeah, Richard and I created this plan. And goal is to actually get this air defense and this sweeper with the suicide. But ended up with the queen behind the wall there. So the suicide didn't actually go perfect. So kind of had to make up for it with the Lalo. Right here the enemy queen locks onto my queen. I pop the ability. At least I get an archer tower, 2 archer towers actually, and a bit of value for queen, but didn't get the air defense, so I just decided to go with it and start the Lalo. Pre-haste spells oftentimes works pretty well. 6 loons onto these 2 first defenses, then the Warden with the second group of loons, and this is where it could have been a bit better. Had that Expo there gone down a little bit quicker, the loons would have passed to the Inferno. Warden ability there to soak up the Inferno beams. And now actually my loons passed around the first Inferno, which was definitely not intended. As I said, that Expo should have gone down a bit earlier, but yeah, that was a bit weird. Thankfully though, a full health loon ended up on the Inferno and actually ended up taking it out. So level 7 loons OP, guys. Once again, big shout out to that loon there as well. One more rage spell left in the back, dropped it for these 2 back-end wizard towers, which ended up going down fairly quickly, and then we can go to ×2 speed, as it is pretty much just the loons making their way. You've been without shield for too long. I don't think we are gonna take that. It's pretty much the loons picking up the rest of this one. So yeah, clean up. The minions doing a bunch of work. We're gonna buy a guard, don't worry guys. We will not interrupt here. Yeah, cleaning that up, so felt good to get the 11 versus 11 3-star on a fellow German, of course, Optimus Prime Beast Mode member, and yeah, definitely felt good to get that one done. I guess we gotta get out of this and get a little bit of guard. So now we should be good to go, I guess. And once again, this is a treasury, come on, focus. Okay, so back to that. That was the 11v11. Then we've got TDH actually with a 10v11 2-star on base number 6. Nicely done to TDH as well. And once again, one of the few replays that I am still able to access. So we are of course definitely going to feature it. TDH starts off with an archer and then also an earthquake for the town hall. Interesting rage spell here. Decides to use an outside rage spell for the warbreakers and the golem bowler rage funnel on this side of the base. He's gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. Waits for that mini bomb to go off. 2 warbreakers is all TDH needs inside that rage spell to open up the wall. Troops make their way straight in, and then he has actually got 2 more golems. One of those is going to go towards the core. Provide tanking for the queen to get the town hall down. That's the entire goal here. And the other one is going to come in at the bottom to pick up some more percent. He doesn't have a rage spell for those bowlers at the bottom, but he's still going to be good to go. Lava Hound is going to get pulled away from queen. She pops the ability on the town hall, does get that town hall down, and the bowlers are going to pick up quite a few more percentage points. Actually, very smart trick here by TDH with that golem around the outside. Also, the king did end up doing a bunch of work. a bunch more work. Queen stuck on the hound there, but that really insignificant at this point as TDH is over 60%. So very good hit to him as well, of course. We have got an attack that I want to show you guys. It is actually not a triple, guys. And for all of you that know Groovy Tony and the memes about him, Time Fail Tony has struck once again. So Tony, I promise I am not trying to mock you or call you out or anything, but since we have so little replays, and this was a pretty good attack, we're going to show it, although it is a 99% 2-star, the most painful one in Clash of Clans. So this one right here, actually originally Mutke's plan, but Tony sort of tweaked it. Mutke had hasted loons to take out this Inferno Tower, but Tony decides to go with some Hawks. He can do two things with that. He is first going to pre-trigger, as you guys will be able to see, a Giant Bomb and the Skelly trap, which is pretty cool touch. And then also his Hawks are going to be able to help out the miners a little bit with tanking and all that good stuff, since they are also ground troops. Queen making her way around. We've got a couple of minions working on the trash, so Tony is already trying to avoid the time fail, trying to clear out some trash buildings, but it's not quite gonna be enough, unfortunately. Now looking at this, I'm thinking, could he have dropped maybe a couple of troops on these buildings over here? I don't know, it's sort of tough. Archer towers are covering pretty well. So yeah, King is of course helping out with the wall break here, also doing some tanking. He's cracked open this section of wall. Queen is charging straight in there, needs the first poison spell to slow down enemy Queen's damage actually, so instead of the poison and haste spell that Mutke had, Tony is bringing two poison spells, one of those being used for enemy Queen, and the other one is of course going to be used for the defensive clan castle, which is a damage CC, so GML Allstars, not 2-stars, GML Allstars, trying to troll us a little bit here and maybe soak up a fresh hit mass miner dip or something, but it didn't quite end up working out. So here comes the one MVP Hawk, triggers the bomb and the Skelly trap there, which is of course going to go over to the Queen, so Tony can start his miners and then send in the 5 Hoggies to the Inferno Tower to take that out. So here he goes. Beautiful pre-trigger there of that bomb. Everybody was raving about that. So of course looking really good at this point in time. Queen even gets that builder hut down that was inside the Inferno compartment there. His miners sort of skipped the elixir storage here. One ended up backtracking, or two, I don't know, one I think, which of course was pretty good. So that miner was probably one that was donated to him, most likely not one of Tony's own miners, because those are of course trying to create another time fail, as you guys know. He's got a couple of wizards down to try to snipe off some of these trash buildings around the outside and improve the pathing, but once again, you guys already know the most painful outcome of this raid here. Yeah, it's gonna be the elixir collector, I believe, that's gonna be left up. There we go. Couple seconds more and he would have had it, but yeah, 99. Unfortunate for Tony. And then we've got one more attack that is actually going to be a triple, guys, and it is Mutke. So Mutke with 2 good hits inside this war, but they ended up not being the second one, the one that Tony attempted to clean up, ended up not being a triple. So Mutke coming in right here with the Suicide Lalo, which is of course also one of his favorite strategies. He's been doing miners a bit more frequently lately, so that's definitely interesting. But Suicide Lalo, still of one of his favorites. Take a look how far the clan castle is away here, guys. Yeah, pretty friendly base design for Suicide, that is for sure. And sometimes that's all that these guys that are so crazy good at 10v10 that they need. So yeah, in this case, he's gonna get another Wizard Tower for his troubles as well. He's gonna use Queen ability there and then start off with his Lalo pretty soon, I think. Okay, here we go. He's gonna send the loot to the Inferno Tower, take that out while he can. Most likely with the haste spell, we're gonna see, yeah, there goes the haste spell. And then just starts to Lalo from the top. Yeah, beautiful loon drop here, looks really, really good. Really nicely spread out. I don't know how to describe it right now. It just looks beautiful. Rage spell down on the Queen compartment. That is of course already intended to help out with a Skelly kill. Those 2 bomb towers in that compartment ended up yeah, not being good enough to hold off the Queen, as they were of course taken out by the loons, and also the enemy BK got overwhelmed by the Skellies. The Skelly spells. He had 2 Skelly spells. 1 hound still left alive. We've got 2 wizard towers that are still standing, but the loots are gonna split. The hound is gonna tank, the wizard towers are gonna get taken out, and that is going to be the GG for this base. It actually ended up being sort of close, those lava pups finishing off the wizard tower, but who cares? A triple is a triple, and Motke ended up getting it. I already said that, guys, we don't have too many replays, and I unfortunately cannot show you the 3 other 10v10s that we had, but what we can definitely do is, of course, shout them out. And we have got on base number 23, the Doctor, aka Jason the Great, so very well done to him as well. We have got the Puppy Lover, aka Grey Worm, on number 14, taking that one out. Very well done, Grey Worm. And on number 10, we have got King, aka Hammeran, who also got a 10v10 triple. So great job to all of those guys. And yeah, I talked about the stats at the beginning. Once again, guys, this is the result. This has been the war between the War Whales and GML Allstars. Once again, also thank you to Adam. He's been streaming a bunch of this war on Twitch. Yeah, thank you for providing all those highlights. The live action's been really cool. Definitely feel free to check out Time to Clash on Twitch. He's doing a lot of awesome stuff there. And yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for today's recap. Hope you enjoyed the video. Until the next one, I will see you all later. Peace out.